Okay, time for a quickie. The Genesis 6-pack for the Sega Genesis. Obviously. This is a compilation cartridge of 6 Sega Genesis video games. Revenge of Shinobi, Golden Axe, Streets of Rage, Columns, Super Hang-On, and Sonic the Hedgehog, a game I've never heard of. All of these play pretty much the same as they did in individual cartridge format on the Genesis. This version of Revenge of Shinobi featured here is the one with the Spider-Man copyright, which means you'll get to fight Spider-Man, but no such fight will be featured in this video because I'm terrible at this game. So let's take a look at the 6 games on display here. You have Super Hang-On, the classic arcade racing game where you're racing on a motorbike. It's actually quite a bit fun little game that also has a career mode of sorts. Next up you have Golden Axe, an arcade hack and slash where you pick one of 3 characters and beat the crap out of monsters. This is best played with 2 players as it can get boring after a couple rounds on a single player campaign. Streets of Rage, Sega's answer to Final Fight, notable for the police cruiser that shoots a screen-clearing bazooka. Pretty solid game that's overshadowed by its successors. Columns, Sega's answer to Tetris where you match up columns in rows of 3 like gems. I kinda prefer Tetris to be honest with you. Or Dr. Mario, but this is alright for short bursts, I suppose. There's Revenge of Shinobi, which is a challenging but well-made Genesis classic. And finally, there's this game nobody's ever heard of. Apparently it's named after some fast food joint or something. It's okay. Not gonna go too crazy here because there's really no point. Basically all 6 games play exactly the same way as they did on their individual cartridge format. If there were any differences between the two, I didn't notice them. There's not much to complain about here. You're getting a fair bit of value for money with this one in the form of 6 quality titles that showcase early Genesis at its finest, for lack of a better term. The only real nibble here is that if you want to play a different game on the cartridge, you'll have to turn the console off and turn it back on to reboot to the menu. Just pressing reset only resets the game, not the whole deal. Other than that, no real complaints to be had here. For anyone starting off a Sega Genesis Mega Drive collection thing, the Genesis 6-pack is one worth seeking out, as you're getting 6 quality Genesis titles in one single cartridge, and it makes for a worthwhile introduction to the massive library of games that the Genesis possesses. And that's all I got. Good night.